I knew this day would come. What's up guys, Tommy Bowyer here from Movie Rewind, and today we will be reviewing Batman. So without further ado, let's get into it. So in terms of character development, the main thing which drives Batman throughout this film is revenge. He wants to get revenge for his parents' death who were killed by the Joker. And honestly, this isn't bad character development. The way that they develop the character of Bruce Wayne and Batman in this film is very different to other Batman films. You see, Bruce Wayne is a very secretive character, a very isolated character, and you can honestly believe that this guy dresses up as a bat and beats up criminals, because just the automatic feel you get, you can tell he's not used to having loads of people around him and spends a lot of time on his own. The development done for the Joker is also very good. Of course, a typical Joker plot, he just wants to be more well-known and feared than Batman, and I find that very interesting. Honestly, Joker is just a great villain in this film, and he holds the plot together. The only character who I would say is not developed enough is Vicky Vale. To be honest, I think they could have done a lot more with her character in this film. She's kind of just a love interest for Bruce Wayne, so I don't know, I think they could have just developed her character a lot more. So I'm going to give character development a 9 out of 10, because while I think the development of the main hero and villain is very good, I think Vicky Vale's development could have been a lot bigger. As for the performances, Michael Keaton embodies the role of Batman. I think he is the best actor to play the character because he just looks intimidating as Batman. When he's in that suit, he just looks intimidating, and of course, Michael Keaton sets the bar very high for all actors who've taken on the role. His "I'm Batman" line is now something which is kind of competed between all the other actors who portray Batman. And as Bruce Wayne, as I've already mentioned, Michael Keaton portrays him as a very secretive and isolated figure, and I think that works really well. I love Michael Keaton's performance in this film. Jack Nicholson, of course, Jack Nicholson actually gets top billing in this film because at the time, Jack Nicholson was obviously a lot more famous than Michael Keaton. He plays the Joker really well. To be honest, I see him as like an edgier version of Cesar Romero's Joker from the 60s Batman show, and that is not a criticism. I think that Jack Nicholson plays a more comic accurate Joker than, let's say, Heath Ledger did. So I do enjoy Jack Nicholson's portrayal as the Joker. I just think he's been overshadowed by like Heath Ledger or Joaquin Phoenix. He's just been overshadowed by other actors in the role. Kim Basinger does good with what she is given. As I've already said, Vicky Vale is not exactly the most developed character, so sometimes Kim Basinger is kind of just screaming or flirting with Bruce Wayne. So I think that Kim Basinger could have done a lot more in this film if she was given more. So I'm going to give the performances a 10 out of 10 because I really enjoy all the performances in this film, and I think they're all cast perfectly in their roles. Now, the effects in this film I really enjoy because the majority of them are practical effects, so I just prefer practical effects because they look more real. So I think the effects work really well in this film. The effect that I would point out as the best, in my personal opinion, is the makeup done on Joker. It looks really well and it actually holds up very well. I enjoy the majority of effects in this film, and you've got to look at the time this film came out and whether they hold up, and to be honest, they still hold up pretty well. So I'm going to give the effects a 10 out of 10 because they still hold up to this day. So the story and writing in this film is done really well. The plot is fairly simple. It's all about Batman wanting revenge on Joker for killing his parents and Joker causing mayhem in Gotham City. Honestly, yes, it is quite a simple plot. There's not really any plot twists or whatsoever. It's kind of just feels like just a very simple plot. However, that is not a bad thing whatsoever. The main reason that this plot works very well is the pacing is done fantastically. To be honest, there was not one point in this film when I was looking at my watch, because this film flies by really well, and I think the pacing and the plot works very well. To be honest, this film shows that sometimes you don't need an overcomplicated plot. Sometimes a simple plot makes the film even better. So I'm going to give the story and writing a 9 out of 10 because, quite frankly, I really enjoyed this simple story. So for this film's special recognition, I've got to talk about the score. Danny Elfman's Batman score is one of the best film scores I have ever heard. Honestly, this score embodies Batman. This is the sound of Batman. Now, I enjoy the Dark Knight theme. However, this one just has so many iconic themes, and it actually brings back memories of a couple of things for me. It brings back memories of watching the Batman 1990s animated series, as well as playing the first Lego Batman game on the Wii, because this music was actually present in that. Honestly, I can't think of a more iconic Batman theme, so I'm going to give this special recognition for the score a 10 out of 10, because Danny Elfman, you did an amazing job with the score. So in conclusion, Batman has great characters, fantastic performances and an awesome score, while being one of probably the best comic book films of all time. And that is why I give Batman a 48 out of 50, which gives it a grade 1 ranking. Honestly, Batman is a really strong comic book film, probably one of the best comic book films ever made. So thanks for watching, guys. I really do hope that you enjoyed my Batman movie review. Please remember to like, comment and subscribe in order to receive great and maybe even improved quality content in the future. And of course, this is my first Batman review. I do intend to review the rest of the Batman films on a weekly basis in the coming weeks. So I will see you in another one. See ya!